they're there wiping bums and all sorts of stuff as well. And I
Great
think,
start.
and I think to keep people in, particularly the young ones, the aged care, it's not about just getting them in as well. And I agree with Kim, we have all these great ideas to get people in. We've got clinical placements, we've got, connecting to the intergeneration, connecting young ones into aged care.
Yes.
But I think it's about keeping them as well.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
keeping them is the most difficult, because once they get in, they get either lack of education, ongoing education. They lose their skills because they don't get upskill. There's not enough educators in aged care. There's not enough resources, not enough funding that goes into providing support for aged care workers to stay in aged care, because all the support that we get from government is you might have heard care minutes, and you get those care minutes to provide care to the residents, but not care minutes for other things, like other additional things that we don't see, like, for example, catering and cleaning and laundry, and education for the staff to stay on the aged care and support the younger ones to stay on. And why would they stay if they get to be on the banding order list? They get to get in trouble if they make mistakes. So I think there should be more support in that side of things for people to say, it's okay, we will help you and we will help you stay on. And this is why we lose a lot of people when they're actually already starting into the stage of the career. So what do you think, Kim?
Look, that's really, really good. We lose a lot of people because we have so much domestic, and they say, why did I study to clean houses for 6 hours a day? So, potentially, as I said, if we're seeing domestic drop off into the future, maybe that will change. I thought of your slogan as well. It's making aged care sexy. So
there we go. Look out! Let's raise the roof on that one.
That's a good one.
Making aged care sexy.
Well, it's not pedantic. It's bring sexy back to aged care. Bringing sexy back to aged care.
Whoop, whoop. We've got to have some fun. It's Friday afternoon.
Yeah,
I really love that. Speaking of fun, we started to talk on this list, Stacey. We talked about the fact that you travelled over to the Philippines just as an example around working skill shortages and so forth, and different cultures that are suited to aged care. Do you want to sort of elaborate on what you saw there? Because we had a good chat about that.
Yeah, aged care in Philippines is not like aged care in Australia. I mean, I will only compare those two because those two are the one I know most about at the moment. And I find that the population there is not as old as in Australia. Yes. Australia has probably an older population compared to the Philippines. So there is an area that we can tap into in terms of outsourcing. With being for 30, I touched on this earlier, 35,000 and growing numbers of healthcare workers shortages in Australia, and I'm sure other countries that have aging population would be quoting quite similar numbers. I think having that sort of outsourced partnership with other countries to help, if we're talking about, we tapped on about AI earlier and how AI would not be the solution for caring for people, because people have, as you know, a very emotion type scenario, and AI can do the other tasks, but can never take the human component. And I find that Filipinos, and I haven't been to Nepal. We've got a lot of Nepal workers as well, and I love to go there, travel to Nepal and see that country as well. But quoting the Philippines, I mean, they're very caring. They've got a very family-orientated nature about them, and they just seem to fit into caring for older Australians well. When they get into Australia. So I would love to just travel to the other different countries as well eventually to see, how can we help older Australians and how we can network and share resources, not just in our own countries, but abroad as well.
Yeah, love that. And I think it's right along the lines of what you're saying, Kim, about making that support relationship a fun one. And I know culturally the Philippines, I was saying this before, is just they're a fun community. You know, they're carrying their guitars. They're the first ones to the karaoke. Yeah, they love having people over. It's a full house. It's a full life. So, you know, if we can learn those different cultural kind of things that enrich the lives of the people we're working with, why not? You know, let's encourage that.
Well, it's interesting too, because like over a third, this is according to Department of Health, of the residents in care were born overseas. So I mean, that's an important part. But then, if we think about our some of the organizations probably closer to city centers do have probably a more diverse and multicultural than some of the regionals providers in that sense. But about 20% of older Australians do come also from these non-English speaking backgrounds as well. So that does even add a further complexity. But I think, Stacey, what you're noting there is there's a lot to learn about even the country we're becoming and what we want that country to look like and feel like, and and how, like we were talking earlier about certainties in life are death and tax, and we're all going to go through that process and be on our own life curve model, right? And so I guess part of this now is in this conversation, this reframing, is also for us, for our children and the future side of it. It's not about just what's happening today. But yeah, it's a very good point. I think we should do more of those stage study tours. I think I'm up for one.
Yes, I'll come with you as well.
Let's all go. That sounds like a great
idea. Guys, that's all the time we've got on this week. Thank you so much. Let's raise the roof one more time for Stacey and Kim. Thank you so much for joining us and contributing to the conversation. But yes, cheers, guys.
And we're going to run the intros, I believe, again, because we didn't get to do an intro for Stacey on the live version. Is that right?
I saw.
You saw it. But was it in? Yeah. So we've got a live piece. Were you watching the live piece?
I saw all of it from the start.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to click on the button. But I think we'll have to end it there, guys. So thank you.
Awesome.
Well, that's